Start game now.
Hey guys, welcome to another No Swear Gamer video. This time, the Arcade USA Retro Junk Box has come back, but this time I'm going to show you what I left behind and what I put in. In a previous video, I showed you what I took out. So if you want to know more information about this junk box sponsored by Willie of Arcade USA here on YouTube, go check that video out. But let's go ahead and show you everything that's inside this box that's going to the next person on the list. So I took some stuff out, I put some stuff back in, and I left some stuff behind. So let me go ahead and get that out. And got a little pamphlet here for the Game Boy Advance, just some Game Boy Advance adventure titles I'm going to throw in there. Got a little Thundercats, Lion-O kind of little reflective sticker. It was part of like a Ring or Burger King toy, but that part's gone. But still, that little kind of sticker is cool. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't know everything, understand everything. I'm not familiar with it, but I can't hold my breath because I see everyone, something like that. This is a record, a single record. So very interesting there. Don't see records much around. Well, actually, they've kind of become popular to collect. All right. How about some Sega Genesis games? Here's one that I reviewed on a previous episode. Pretty good one, made by the same guys who made the original John Madden football secretly. They made the first Joe Montana football for the Sega Genesis. Also got another, I think this was one of the original launch titles, Last Battle. Check that label art out. And based on the arcade hit Pit Fighter. So a trio of Sega Genesis games there. Have some Atari games that I'm putting in there. So all these games, everything I've showed you except the record I left behind, everything else is stuff I've put in. And I'm also going to put in Galaga, the classic for the Atari 7800, Donkey Kong, the debatable classic for the 2600. It's not a junk box without a copy of Combat for the Atari 2600, Vanguard for the Atari 2600. I reviewed that in a previous episode. Pac-Man for the 2600, and one of my favorites, Kangaroo for the 2600. This is like putting just a little taste of one of my favorite games in there. This one probably means the most to me, putting this in the box, because I hope someone else can enjoy that. That is a really great game. Check out my review if you don't believe me. We got a little promo CD for my friend Ferg over at the Atari 2600 Game by Game podcast. Put in some old computer CD-ROMs. We got Virtual On and Rage. Rage Software. What's this? Expendables. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm putting it in there because I really don't play old CD-ROMs, but I know some people like to do the old games. I'm more of a home system player myself, so I decided to put that in there. I know some of the guys in the Retro Junkies network like fishing games like Landon, so I put in Real Fishing for the original PlayStation. Complete in jewel case. Now, sometimes these boxes start to stink, so I put in some air fresheners, like a Sonic the Hedgehog and a Star Trek air freshener to help make it smell better. This is some I got from a loot crate, but I thought I'd pass it on. It's a Wonder Woman World War II style poster. It's full color. That's just a black and white picture, so they don't have to unroll it to see it. I really hope I can get all the stuff back in because I packed it up just to unbox it. A couple Superman videos. I got Brainiac Attacks based on like the Warner Brothers, back when Batman the Animated Series was around during that time. And Superman Forever, which has some of the original, is it Max Fleischer cartoons in it? Those I think actually hold up pretty well. Also have a Sega catalog / fold out poster for the Master System. This is all stuff I've put in. I really was able to cram a lot for what I took. I'm also going to put in a Smurf, Cook Smurf or whatever, I'm not sure. This I did not put in, but it's cool. It's my first Walkman, my first Sony Walkman. So no headphones, just the Walkman. If you watched my other video, I took one of these out that was complete in box, so I'm putting this one back in, except it doesn't have the box and instructions. So I'm putting in a Channel F game. This I did not put in. I'm leaving behind. It's a Palm 3X, a little personal organizer, PDA, whatever you call these things. And I actually put some batteries in, and yes, it worked. It worked. It came up. I had to ask Willie from Arcade USA what this is, and this is a controller to an old Pong style game. So you play Pong, you hook it in, looks like an RF cable you use. I think a Coleco Pong, I think he said. I'm not entirely sure, I could be wrong. This has an interesting story. It's wrapped up, so I'll try and put a picture of it. It was not wrapped up, it came broken. This is a Turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle original toy. It's the pizza thrower. And this part of it snapped in half. So it was easier to pack. I wrapped it up, and if I remember, I'll put a picture of it on the end of the video. But I know the next guy getting it, Chad, is a big Turtle fan. Really is looking, so I'm sure he's looking forward to that. And after you brush your teeth, be sure to or after you eat, be sure to brush your teeth with the Ronald McDonald toothbrush. And that's actually mine from my childhood. Never used it, so I'm throwing it in there. I got a pair of Batistas for your wrestling fans, and this Batista is wearing the McDonaldland Championship of the World. That is a belt that came with a Nugget toy. There was a Happy Meal Chicken McNugget toys. I guess the girl was like a male person, and Batista beat her for the belt, so now he has the belt. So, dos Batistas. Here's something I'm putting in. A little miniature Rubik's Cube. It used to be on a keychain, so one of the things is missing, but a little cube there. This, I think, is for the Coleco. It's a joystick handle you put on top of the controller. This Chiclets box is full of stuff. So there was like a PlayStation, a PSP game, Ratchet and Clank. You have some Superman badges, some of the stuff I put in, some's not. You have like toys. I put in C-3PO's broken arm just for fun. I put in some WrestleMania cards and some original Star Wars cards. And there was also some Garbage Pail Kids cards and some sport cards in there as well. I won't go through all that, but yeah, just full of different stuff. There was a cassette tape in there too, I guess, for your first Walkman. This is my favorite children's book growing up. The Monster at the End, this book starring Grover. The cover is peeling on this copy. I have two copies, so that's why I'm donating this one. This is a great children's book. My favorite book growing up with a twist ending that would make Alfred Hitchcock proud. And I'm not just saying that. It was really, if you've never read the book, read the book. The ending is great. I have a pair of NES games. I'm putting these in. I'm putting a lot of stuff in this box. It's amazing how much I was able to fit in this box based on what I took out. Because I took out like the small pile, but I put in this big pile. Double Dribble and Star Voyager, both for your Nintendo Entertainment System. I did not take this one, but it's very cool. I actually have this on the GameCube. This is the Midway Arcade Treasures 2. Has games like Rampage, Total Carnage, Primal Rage, Pit Fighter, Arch Rivals, the Mortal Kombat games. I think Gauntlet, APB, just lots of great titles on this. This is a really good collection. Again, I already had it. Otherwise, I would keep it. But I'm going to pass on the retro goodness there. I really don't know how to operate these. It's a power supply tester, and I don't know how it works. Forgive my ignorance. Someone else put this Atari game in. Text label of Space Invaders, which I found out is Dubstep Dad's favorite Atari 2600 game. This I'm putting in. It's Darth Vader's head. It was an eraser that broke off his body, so now you can have his head. Did I show you guys this? Maybe I didn't, but it's a Ghostbusters wall hanger. You ugly little spud. Got that in a loot crate. This is a Dragon Age. It's by Dark Horse Comics. It's, I guess you'd call it a graphic novel. It's a comic book. Not really familiar with Dragon Age, so I'll let someone else take it. But it looks cool. I put in a Green Army dude. And this is cool. Doritos had these. It's like a Pog. It's like a Star Wars Pog, but you know, his eyes are closed and then they open depending on how you move it. I don't know how well it comes across the video, but he opens and closes his eyes and little things light up on the head. It's from the Star Wars movies. And then last but not least, the original Evil Dead on VHS. I did not put this here. It was just there when I got it. So there you go. That's everything I put in and left behind Hope you enjoyed the video. Please click like and subscribe. If you want to, you can support me at Patreon as well. And like me over at Facebook and Twitter. Just search for the No Swear Gamer at either one. I'll look forward to seeing you next time, guys. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.